At 25 years old, I was prescribed narcotics for a shoulder injury. Not longer after that, I had my appendix taken out, and I noticed that the meds were helping my anxiety and trauma from the past. I was popping them, not snorting them like them addicts I saw doing. And they were prescribed to me, so I didn't take myself as an addict. Then out of nowhere, I was cut off. The doctors stopped prescribing them. I knew people to get them from. I had money, so it wasn't hard to find my next fix. I noticed that I needed more and more, though. One of my friends told me to try what she had. She said it was like a 30, but in a powder, so I would have to snort it. I had never snorted anything, but I was desperate, so I did it. The first time I did heroin, I had a panic attack, but the second time and all the times after that, it was euphoric, until it wasn't. I told my husband I would never do heroin. Promised him. He didn't think I would lie to him. He didn't know that the money he gave me for bills were going to heroin. The drugs stopped doing its thing, and I started drug and alcohol counseling the beginning of October. My last line of heroin I did was October 21st, 2015. It wasn't until DHS showed up to take our children on October 23rd, 2015, that I had told my husband I was going to fail my drug test. Did he learn the truth? When I was at the drug testing clinic, he told me not to come home. I was sure my marriage ended right there. 2 hours later, he told me to come home. I walked through the door and saw the hurt on his face that I never wanted to see again. He asked me what the fuck I was thinking, then held me while I cried and said we would get through this. The next day, I went to my first AA meeting. I went every day. He went with me even though he never had an issue with addiction. After 64 days, we were able to have our children unsupervised, and after 90 days, we had them home half the time. And then, by April 1st, they were home for good, because about 8 of my closest AA friends went to a team meeting at DHS and gave their full support. In 8 years, I've been sober. My marriage has been amazing. My children have forgiven me. We bought a house, and I got a full-time job after focusing solely on my recovery the first year. Never in a million years did I think I would be where I am in life right now. I was content being a cashier, even though I knew I was destined for more. So after a year and a half of cashiering, I became a manager of my own store, and I've been with the company for 3 years now. I credit all of that to my husband, kids, support group, and family, and most of all, my sobriety.